How you doing, YouTube family? Today is Tuesday, July 30th, 2024. I'm back with another one. So before I go in, I'd like to, as always, thank you good people that take the time to go over to my son's channel, Illuminated D, to consume the content. He appreciates it, and so do I. Also want to thank you all that have taken a chance and taken the leap of faith and subscribe to his channel. I promise you that there's something over there for everybody. So YouTube family, let me ask you something. How y'all feel about this whole Olympic thing? The Olympic opening in France? I mean, I'm an older guy, so I kind of remember previous Olympics. And I remember, previous Olympic openings. And I can honestly say that I've never seen anything like that before. And so, and like I said, I just, this was something strange. And I just want to get you all's thoughts on it. I heard the little, I guess the people that was overseeing the whole event over there in France, they gave an apology saying that, even though it may have been misunderstood as being depicted as the painting of the Last Supper, which goes in line with what Christians believe, it was in fact based on the Greek gods and what have you, and them having a big, huge celebration with Dionysus and all these people, and what have you. But the issue is that most people, Christians and people that are religious, that's not the way they interpreted it. And we have to remember that it's all about how you present something, what you say, how the other person is going to interpret it. Because you may mean it to be one thing, but the listener or the viewer who has to interpret it, they may see it as something else. But YouTube family, it ain't even about all that. Because as I've said before, I've been around for a long time. And I've seen some crazy stuff, right? And I can honestly say in my years of living, I've seen society go from bad. No, I've seen society since I was a little boy, and I can remember to what, crime was, and when people got in trouble, when I had an understanding as to, the things in society that was kind of wrong, So once I got to that point in life, I can honestly say that the stuff that I'm seeing today, I didn't see it a few years ago. Listen, I believe you live whatever life you want to live, right? Man, woman. If you want to marry a man and you're a man, if you're a woman, you want to marry a woman, you do what you think makes you happy. But you do it with the understanding that there may be consequences. I'm not judging nobody. I don't know. I'm no pastor. I'm not going to sit up and say I'm without sin, because that would be a lie. But I do know the difference between right and wrong. And I do know, and I have common sense of what I know to be natural. And things have started to change in such a way that it kind of, things are so bad now that it kind of puts me in the mindset that could it be that our society has taken on a retrograded mindset, a reprobated mindset. You know, we first hear about this term in the Bible, right? And it's a term that are given to those of the creators, people that sin, and they sin knowing they sin, and they won't stop. And they won't even try to stop. So what happens, they're turned over to a retrobated mindset where pretty much the creator just washes hands of them and just let them continue to crash and burn. So I know that's kind of a watered down, Big D's definition, but I think I'm pretty close. So we at a point with this retrobated mindset that wrong is right, right is wrong. You see, a retrograded mindset is basically a mindset that displays a loss of logic and morality in a person's reasoning. It is also a condition of the heart, right? Which is characterized by a rejection of divine grace, forgiveness, redemption, all those things that we know makes us human beings. So it appears that we have gone so far off the path that wrong is right and right is wrong. So let me bring it down to a more narrow scale and a more narrow focus for you. So wrong is right, right is wrong. So we know that there are some things in life that we should and should not do because we know the difference between right and wrong. We know we all have common sense, but we don't always apply it. We've fallen so far off the path that men and women don't get along. You know, it's just, I never thought I would see the day where there are certain things involving men and women that's legal. And what I mean by that, you know, two men can get married, two women can get married. I've never thought that I would see the day where that would be legal. I just never thought I would and did. And here's the thing, I'm not bashing nobody because I have, you know, one of my best friends is in the community, that community over there, you know. So, you know, hey, listen. You live and let live is what I say. But my thing is that we at a point now where it's getting so bad that what is right is wrong and what is wrong is right. Ladies, you know there's certain things that you should be doing in life, certain things you should not be doing in life. You know, it's certain ways that you should conduct yourself. But wrong has become right. And to do the right thing has become the wrong nerd thing to do, the lame thing, because being right is lame. Instead of go finding you a good dude that's predictable and safe, you go pick a bad boy and get used and abused. You know that was not the way you should have went, but wrong is right and right is wrong. Brothers, we can harp on the sisters and we can get on to them, but we got to do better too. It's a lot of things that we need to improve on, i.e. being more masculine, i.e. stop being so emotional, i.e. stop killing ourselves and killing each other down in the street. We have areas that we need to improve on too as men. But to even bring it to an even more narrow scope, we are talking about the very fabric of society has become something where anything goes. Where anything goes. If you remember Sodom and Gomorrah, that was a place that was destroyed because where anything goes, anything goes. And whether it was meant to offend anybody, that little, the Olympics opening, whether that was meant to offend anybody or not, well, guess what? You probably should have gave it some more thought, because there were a lot of people that was offended. And when it gets to the point that we just, as a society, just moving crazy, we deleting each other like it's nobody's business. I mean, we out here just don't mind doing all types of felonious debauchery, BS, men. We've gotten so lost, and our mindset has become so retrograded that maybe the Creator done said the hell with them. I ain't got to do nothing. It ain't got to be another Sodom and Gomorrah, because guess what? They're going to do it to themselves. And let me tell you something. I've told you time and time again, you need to do your research, because there are no more excuses. You don't have to get on a plane to go to Egypt, or get on the plane to go to Africa, or get on the plane to go to Greece. Get on you don't have to get on no plane. You got the internet now. You got the internet. You can research anything. And I'm telling you right there are readings that predate the Bible. And I'm telling you, you will be surprised what you will find. But I do know this. Throughout history and the centuries, man had become so bad in their societies that their mindsets became that of a retrograded society. And when that happens, the balance must be brought back. The scale must be balanced. And we've got to the point that the scale is like this. The scale is like this, and we got debauchery, thoughtness, craziness, whatever goes. The scale is so far out of balance that we got to ask ourselves, if there were times in every society that there has been cataclysmic disasters where that society was wiped off the face. And listen, we can look at them. There's been societies destroyed by massive volcanoes. There have been tsunamis. Listen, I'm telling you right now that something should be. It only makes sense that the day of reckoning might be closer than we think. Because I can assure you, if Sodom and Gomorrah was, and I'm pretty sure there's some craziness going on back then, I can only imagine, because, human beings, Homo sapiens, since we've been walking the planet, we've been doing some debauchery. We can do some nasty, crazy stuff, right? But as long as there have been human beings in a society, it has always gotten to a point where the debauchery and the crazy, the things that go against morality had gotten so out of balance that some type of disaster came about. So, I just feel like this. These events is going on in the world, the way people are moving, people just deleting each other, the stuff I'm seeing literally shocks the conscience. Pedophiles, pedophilia. It's just gotten out of control. And there's no way that you can tell me that the mindset of today's society is not of a retrograde one. You just cannot tell me that. And as I said before, if Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, listen, if they was destroyed, you gotta know the way we moving in this society, because we in Sodom and Gomorrah like to like the 100th power, because now we got technology and the internet. So everything you want to see, the debauchery, the foulness, whatever, is like instantaneous. So if you believe the Bible, Revelation, it calls for to say that man's going to destroy himself. So that tells you right there that basically the Creator he ain't got to do nothing, because he did his part. He did his part. He created the creation, and he gave us the ability. If you believe the Bible story, he gave us the ability to know the difference between right and wrong. And we know what's right and wrong. Even animals know what's right and wrong. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but you won't find a male lion trying to smash another male lion. You're not going to see a female lioness trying to smash and hook up with another lioness. You're just not going to see it. So it begs the question, if the animals are in tune with the Creator, if you believe the story, what has happened to his creation that we've fallen so far off the path? Whatever you believe, whatever your faith is, if you don't believe in anything, you must know that your time in this place eventually is going to come to an end. And for those of you who believe that everything will, come to an end, there, everything just go black, there's no hereafter. Okay, well, ride with that. But all I can ask you is this. I don't believe in no Darwin theory. I don't believe in this whole we evolved from, monkeys or chimpanzees, whatever they say. I don't believe in none of that. And if you do your research, you'll find proof that that is not true at all. But you got to do the research. You got to do the work. But YouTube, in closing, we got to do better. And the only way society can do better, the people got to do better, because every individual makes up the society. Always remember to be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.